most impactful thing each member of No Limit taught you? A few people taught me some things. Mia X taught me to not only handle my business, stay true to who I am, give them 100% of me unapologetically, right? But she also taught me in relationships to get to know your woman, you know what I mean? Get to know your woman, become her friend, get to know her through and study her so you can make the best of your relationships, you heard me? C. Corey Miller taught me to be a stand-up guy. You know, you don't never have to stop being a stand-up guy. You may be young and you're gonna learn some stuff and you might have some not so stand-up moments, but it don't mean that tomorrow you can't change, learn from it and do better. I love him, he did, you know, something we all went through. I'll never forget him for this, you heard me? I'll never forget this, free the guy. Lord knows you're always in my prayers. I can't wait till he is reunited with his daughters and his family. Mac taught me to have fun. And even though I work so much, I enjoy seeing him go off here and there. I remember he went to the last Freaknik they had in Atlanta. I really wanted to go, but at the same time, I refused to leave the studio. Silk the Shocker taught me that Fiend don't trip, you'll make 100 G's in no time over here, right? I didn't give up, you know what I'm saying, on that. I contributed, played my part, and before I blinked, I had transportation, I was making money, and my career was blowing up. Beats by the Pound, KLC, Craig B. Odell, Carlos Stevens, Moby Dick, what up, Square, taught me unity amongst groups because the Pound stuck together. And they taught me, to help me advance my ear. I like to consider myself as the last unofficial Beats by the Pound member. I think they would agree. If not, it's no harm, but they taught me how to produce, and I can't never forget that. I've not only made a way for myself financially, I made a name for myself and a brand for myself as a producer. P taught me subconsciously how to hustle and never stop hustling. Just never stop hustling, you know, never stop hustling, create brands, and don't be so personally attached. I know you're an artist, but you have to be a businessman. Where's the businessman in there somewhere so you can focus on the business of what you're doing as well. Great marketer and promoter too. Sylvester Scott, bless his soul, rest in peace to Sylvester Scott. He told me also to be about my business. Don't be scared to be about my business, and was a kind giant. You heard me? I remember I moved into my apartment. I saved up my money, moved into an apartment, and I had nothing in there. You heard me? I got a bed, I had a bed, you heard me? But past that, I had nothing in there, a bed, a TV, right? He was moving and doing something. He gave me a sofa set he did not have to get. He said, you just gotta come get it though, you heard me? You come get it, you can have it. So rest in paradise, Sylvester Scott. And Boz used to always give me gems as a guy with class, and he was so G'd up. He taught me a phrase that's been with me my whole life. A good soldier prepares for war during a time of peace. That's deep. And he always just would look out if he can. I remember we performed like American Music Awards or something like that. And of course I had a little Rolex on, 18 karat gold Rolex, pave dial, iced out, nice piece, right? And he looked at my other wrist and said, say Fiend and Weenie, you know, your wrist look a little belt, baby. You look a little dry, you heard me? And he had this big old Cuban link flooded with water on that thing, you heard me? Iced out, son. Never seen one like this, never seen a Cuban link. He took the bracelet off and said, give me your wrist, man. He put the bracelet on my wrist. He said, man, go out there and crush it, you heard me? I went out there, knocked it out, man, came back. He was like, Fiend, you did your damn thing, you heard me? So I went to take the bracelet off, you know, calm, let me get my man's stuff back, you heard me? He like, you know what, Fiend and Winnie, you keep that. You keep that, you hear me? $30,000 bracelet, never knew the cost of it till maybe a year ago. You feel me? Shout out to Boz for just, man, planting the seed, kind words, and pouring into me financially as well. And he did not have to do. You hear me? If you could put together a tour, who would be performers and what order would you put them in? If I could put together a tour, I would do something like Sade, Erykah Badu, George Paul and P-Funk, Boosie Collins, Snoop Dogg, the entire Death Row, Bad Boy, the original Bad Boy, Cash Money Records, No Limit Records, Suave House Records, you heard me, Rap a Lot, those eras, and I would travel the world with that and let people get these awesome impressions of hip hop. You know, can't forget Def Jam also. I would bring something like that all over the entire world, different continents, so people can get these impressions, eras, time, spaces, and places of what it means to us to this day. The order, it wouldn't even matter the order, to keep it funky with you. What role did Virginia play in your life? Virginia, VA always show love to me. I'm a shout out to Virginia. VA just always show love to me. You know what I mean? Like, always know some solid guys. Y'all laws had me messed up, man. Y'all make a law, common law out there, bro, had you messed up. Be careful out there, bro. You could go one block, be driving a block, and something might be legal. You go 2 blocks more and it's illegal, so be careful. Shout out to Virginia, to 804. Shout out to Pace. You heard me, my man Pace. Shout out to Jadakiss and the Locks. I used to go to VA a lot with Jada when he was performing once he dropped his album on the joint I produced on too. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing? Believe it or not, before I decided to be an artist, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Love animals. But today, I would be behind the scenes like I'm building right now. If I wasn't an artist, maybe producing, maybe on some business on music, but I would probably go completely left field on music and do something else. You know what I mean? Real estate, venture, investment, start a hedge fund with some people, that I get along and make a ton of money with and start doing a whole bunch of things for our community, you know what I'm saying?